Hi, I'm Sammy, and I'm here to go over how you can shape and add to your timeline. Timeline allows you to tell your life story with a new kind of profile. Now you can share your most memorable posts, photos, and life events, whether they happened yesterday or 10 years ago. First, it's important to learn how to move around your timeline. You can go through your timeline by scrolling down or by using the menu of dates on the right side of your timeline to jump from month to month or year to year. Now that you know how to get around your timeline, let's add some stories. With Timeline, you can fill in the stories of your past, like your first job or a trip you took with your family when you were a kid. You can add these stories to your timeline from 3 different places: the box at the top of your timeline, the menu at the top of your screen when you scroll past your cover photo, or by clicking the plus sign along the center of your timeline. The story will then be added to that specific point. To post a status update to your timeline, click Status from any of the menus and enter your status. If you'd like it to appear at some point on your timeline other than the present, click on the clock to add a date for your update. You can also tag friends and select a location. Finally, you can select your audience for the post, then click Post. Now, let's use one of the other menus to add a life event to your timeline. First, click Life Event. Then select which life event you'd like to add to your timeline. Then fill in any details you want to add. Adjust the date, tag friends, or add a location. This event will now appear on your timeline. Note that by default, life events are public, but you can always change this before you post or from the About section, depending on which life event you are adding. As you add new stories, you can click on the star icon to feature them on your timeline. These stories will always appear on your timeline, while others may fade behind the dots. You can also move your existing stories to different dates on your timeline. To change the date of an individual photo, navigate to the photo. Click Change Date and select the date the photo was taken. Then save your changes. Click on the date on your timeline to see the story in its new place. You'll find that your timeline is already full of stories, but you get to decide which stories stay there. To hide a story so it no longer appears on your timeline, hover over the story and click the pencil icon. Click Hide from Timeline. If it's a photo or post you are tagged in, you can remove the tag using this menu as well. Stories you hide will still show up in your activity log, which only you can see. Please note that others may still be able to see that content elsewhere. For example, if you hide a friend's photo you are tagged in from your timeline, others will still see the photo via your friend's timeline. If you want to completely remove one of your posts from Facebook, select Delete Post. Now that you know how to customize your timeline, you can tell your story from beginning to middle to now. For more information about Timeline, please visit facebook.com/help/timeline.